Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the all-new 2022 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. This one is the exclusive trim. There is 3 trims to choose from. There is the Premium, Exclusive, and the Pinnacle. And this one is the Exclusive, so this is the mid trim. And this one has the panoramic sunroof, heated steering wheel, and the Distronic options. And it does have a few other things like the ambient lighting and the wireless phone charger, but let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, there is a 2.0 turbocharged i4. It is connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are pretty good. 23 in the city, 33 highway, and 27 combined. And by the way, this engine is connected to a mild hybrid system, and this engine is beltless, so there is no belt in this engine. Here is an SRP sticker of this C-Class. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And it does have those options right here. And the price with destination is $51,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Starling Blue. And honestly, it looks okay on this Mercedes-Benz. I would definitely go with another color. I feel like it doesn't make this car look elegant or luxurious. By the way, it is a $750 option, and this one is equipped with the beige interior. So this is the new C-Class. It was completely redesigned for 2022, and honestly, it does look very nice. And I think Mercedes-Benz did a great job with the design in the back, the front, but does remain small. For the headlights, I love the fact that they're nice and small, and everything right here in the front is LED, which is expected, of course. This is Mercedes-Benz, and this is a $50,000 sedan. Daytime running light is going to be in the same place where the turn signal indicators are, and I really like turn signal indicators. Nice bright LED lights, and the low beam is sitting in a projector tube. The high beam is sitting in a reflector, and inside it does say LED high performance. And yeah, overall, the headlight housing is nice and small. Nothing aggressive about the headlight housing. For the grille, it is finished in flat black and brushed aluminum and chrome. Mercedes-Benz logo is nice and big, and it does serve as the sensor for the braking assist, the pre-safe. And here is the front camera, a small Mercedes-Benz up there, and the grille has a nice design to it. Nothing aggressive. This is just the base C-Class, or the non-AMG C-Class. In the bottom there is some parking sensors, and the bottom grille is finished in flat black. The middle is actually functional, but the sides are not functional, and definitely the black in the bottom makes the front end of this C-Class look a little bit on the cheaper side. There is this chrome trim in the bottom, definitely adds a nicer look. And then there is a bottom grille. And yeah, overall I think the front end of this Mercedes-Benz looks nice, but I would definitely get it in another color. But let's go ahead and move to the side. I'm gonna show you the side view of this C-Class. Here is the side view of this Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and honestly the side view looks alright, and with this blue color I don't think it makes it any better. So it is a $750 option, and I don't think this blue color is worth the price. But yeah, the side view is just very basic on this C-Class. But anyways, all the window trims are finished in chrome, and the top portion of the door handles are finished in chrome. On the roof there is a $1,000 panoramic sunroof, and I completely forgot, but this C-Class actually has the parking assistant package, and this is basically for the 3D view. So I'll go ahead and show you that when I actually go inside. On the mirror, the top portion of it is finished in blue, the bottom is finished in flat black, and the mirrors do have a blind spot monitoring system, turn signal indicator, and a camera on them. For the rims, I personally think the rims look very good, but I would definitely go with a bigger rim because it just makes the car look a little bit better. The size of those rims, 245, 40, 18. So the design is pretty good, and there is a good amount of rubber. And let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back of this C-Class. For the back of this C-Class, the back looks alright. It looks like the A-Class and the E-Class, and a lot of companies are doing that. So basically they're making all cars, or all their cars and SUVs basically the same, and not a big fan of that. I really wish that each model had its own unique look, but that's what all companies are doing nowadays. 4MATIC badge is all the way to the right, and C300 is all the way to the left. and all the badges are finished in chrome back here. For the taillights, they do have a nice look to them. Nothing too aggressive, no sharp lines, and everything right here in the back is LED. And by the way, the turn signal indicators are amber, so they are yellow, which I really like. I don't like when companies make the amber or the turn signal indicators not amber. So I love the fact that they're yellow. And in the bottom there is some parking sensors and some reflectors, and there is some flat black and chrome in the bottom. And by the way, those right there, they're not exhaust tips. They're basically just plastic covers, so they're fully closed, but they look like that they are exhaust tips. So they're not even fake exhaust tips. They're basically just covered exhaust tips. So fake exhaust tips. So the front and the back and the side view of this C-Class look good, but I really can't wait to see the AMG C-Class, because it will definitely look much aggressive than this C-Class. And I personally think that Mercedes-Benz could have done a little bit better job with this C300. Here is the key of this C-Class, and honestly, the key looks very good. A little bit on the bulky side, but it does have a really nice weight to it, and that should be expected from a luxury brand. This is the lock button, this is the unlock, and this is the tailgate release button, and the panic button is in the back, and this button right here is to remove the physical key inside of this key. So let's go ahead and open the trunk. Trunk opens nice and quick, and does have power trunk. There is two buttons right here, one to close the trunk and the other one is to close the trunk and lock the car. And there is some hinge covers, which is expected from a luxury brand. And the trunk itself, it's actually nice and spacious, and the opening is nice and big. And right here on the side there is a hook. You could actually drop the seat from this button right here, which is nice. There is another button for the left seat, and then there is another hook right here, a little bit of storage place right here with some tie downs. So there's 4 tie downs around the trunk of this C-Class, and underneath there is actually a nice deep storage place, which I like. And I'm not sure if this box is included or it is part of an accessory. I think it is part of an accessory if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, there is a good amount of storage place in the bottom of this trunk. Here is the front door panel, and the front door panel actually looks pretty good. This top portion right here is finished in black. It is that synthetic rubber material. This right here is nice and soft. It does have that leather feel and that synthetic rubber material feel. So it is nice and soft, so that's good. The armrest is soft, but it could be a little bit softer. I really like the brushed aluminum. All the windows are automatic up and down, and everything honestly feels nice and solid, and that's expected, of course. Here is the power folding mirrors, mirror controls. Door handle feels a little bit on the lighter side, which I don't like. It is finished in brushed aluminum. Everything looks good, and the door locks are right here, and there is ambient lighting actually behind this trim, and does have the enhanced ambient lighting, which is a $250 option. Here are the seat controls, thigh support, memory seats, heated seats, and good amount of storage place in the bottom of this door. Burmeister sound system. Here is the trunk release button, and this right here is plastic. And overall, door panel looks good. Seats have an okay look to them, nothing crazy, but they're nice and comfortable. And here is the lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside, and I'll show you the inside of this C-Class. All right, so here is the interior of this 2022 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Honestly, the interior looks very nice, and I really love the way how the steering wheel looks like. For a normal C-Class, I think it does look pretty good. It's not aggressive, but the design is very good. And yeah, overall, I think Mercedes-Benz did a great job with the design. By the way, it does have the walnut wood on the dash, and I think you could choose a few different things. And yeah, seriously, I'm very impressed with the steering wheel design. The center is very nice and small. The Mercedes-Benz logo is finished in chrome, nice and big. Love the brushed aluminum. The leather feels nice and smooth, and the ring itself, it's very, very good. So a very good size. And right here on the left, there is a good amount of buttons. Those controls right here on the left will control that left screen. The right controls will control the right screen, so you could go left and right. And with those buttons, you could do a few things. You could change the gauges. So this one has the classic gauge right here, sport, and then the last one is the understated. And overall, seriously, such a beautiful interior. Right here is the cruise controls. So this one does have the adaptive cruise control, so it does have that Distronic. It is a $600 option, but I think if you need the full self-driving, it is a $1,700 option, if I'm not mistaken. The vents look very good, and the sound when you bring them up and down is seriously amazing. So very, very nice. And if you want to lock them, just rotate them to the right. So that's how you lock the vent. And something that I'm not a big fan of is the door, the way how the door sounds when you close it. So let's go ahead and open the door. It just doesn't feel solid. It doesn't feel luxurious. For a new redesigned C-Class, I really wish that the door had a nicer thunk. But yeah, overall, seriously, very impressed with the interior. There is 11.9 inch screen and a 12.3 inch screen right there. And behind the steering wheel, there is some paddle shifters, and they do actually feel nice and solid. And right here on the left, there is the wiper controls and the turn signal controls. And down here, there's a little bit of ambient lighting. There's more ambient lighting right here. And by the way, in the vents, and I think the vent ambient lighting is part of the enhanced ambient lights. It is a $250 option. Here are the headlight controls, and in the bottom is the e-brake. And of course, here is the 11.9 inch screen. It is a very good looking screen, and it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Here is the engine start stop. Here is the engine shut off. So when you come to a complete stop, the engine will turn off. And by the way, here is the shifter that will control the 9-speed automatic transmission. So bring it up for reverse, bring it down for drive, slightly up for neutral from drive to put it in neutral. And here is the park button, more of ambient lighting right here. And let me go ahead and show you the backup camera, because the backup camera is seriously amazing. So it does have that normal 360, but the other things, which is this is part of a package, the parking assistant package. And seriously, the resolution, the quality, and everything just looks phenomenal. Here is the backup camera, the front camera, and here is the 360. You have the parking sensors right there. And seriously, overall, the backup camera resolution is amazing, and the system itself, it's nice and smooth. And the bottom is the climate controls. So the climate controls are basically built in, very easy to use. Here is the temperature, here is the fan speed, and auto function AC. Here is the climate menu, so you could change the modes from here. And down here, there is the drive mode, so the dynamic button. And there is eco, comfort, sport, and individual. And with individual, you could customize the engine, steering, and the traction control. And this button right here, it will take you to this menu. You could do a few things like turn on the parking sensors. I'm not sure what's the interior protection is for. It says interior motion sensor primed. I'm not exactly sure what's that. Manual shifting, you have the tow away. You could go to all settings from here. So you could change the lights, the headlights, interior lights, ambient lights, yeah, and a few other things. And the system itself, it's nice and responsive. As I said, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And here is the emergency light button. And this button is for a Mercedes-Benz. So basically you could use it to turn on the heat, the AC, the heated seats, turn down the volume, and turn off the radio. And here are the volume controls with the mute button. And I'm not a big fan of this gloss black trim. It does collect a lot of dust and fingerprints, a lot of actually fingerprints. Here is the lid. Opens nice and quick, feels nice and solid, and 2 cup holders, nice and big. You could push those buttons and that will bring this plastic piece out to basically hold a smaller cup in place better. A little bit of storage place. There is a wireless phone charger inside, and there is 1 USB-C, and you could actually remove those cup holders. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So let's say if you don't want to use the cup holders, you could just remove them and you could have more storage place. And the armrest is a little bit on the harder side. Inside there is a good amount of space actually, with 2 USB-Cs. And the mirror is nice and frameless. It is nice and big. It does have the garage controls underneath it, and there is lights underneath this mirror. And there is ambient lighting is actually around this right here. It's kind of hard to see. Even in person, it's a little bit hard to see. And SOS, there is buttons right there. There's 2 buttons for the lights, Mercedes-Benz Help Me, and then the button to keep the lights off. And by the way, you guys could see the ambient lighting right now. And here is the basically sensor, touchless button or sensor to open the shade and the panoramic sunroof. So you just swipe your finger or slide your finger and the sunroof will open. Let's go ahead and close it because it is very, very hot outside. And the visor is actually a little bit on the harder side, but it does have a little bit of softness to it. There is a good sized mirror with a nice bright light. Here is the back door panel. The back door panel has the same design as the front. This top portion right here is nice and soft. Door handle feels light, just like the front. Door locks, I love the gloss black with the brushed aluminum. This is nice and soft. The armrest is a little bit on the other side. Window switch feels nice and solid. I love the brushed aluminum. Here is a speaker. There is a good amount of storage place in the back of this door, so I like that. And this is plastic, but it does feel good plastic, not cheap. And in the back there is a decent amount of leg room. Most of the cars in this segment, like the Audi A4, the 3 Series, and the TLX, they all have okay leg room. The headroom is not the best. There is a panoramic sunroof, $1,000 option, as I said. And back here there is an armrest, extremely soft, which I like. And inside there should be some cup holders, or not, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's actually cup holders back here, but anyways, back here there is the air vents. They do look good. A little bit of storage place, and in the bottom there is nothing. I thought there would be like a USB or a USB Type-C, but that's how the front of this Mercedes-Benz C-Class looks like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Let me know what you guys think. So I personally don't like this blue color. This dealership has 7 C-Classes, and the other colors definitely look much better than this blue, but the only reason I chose this blue because it did stand out. But honestly, it's not my favorite, but I want to do it anyways. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Brittney here at Mercedes-Benz in North Haven, Connecticut. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos, please like and subscribe because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.